Have you ever noticed that the highest performing educators are often the most frustrated when a new policy is announced? It is not usually because they oppose accountability. It is because they recognize when a policy is solving the wrong problem. Most educators believe in high expectations. They believe in being prepared, meeting deadlines, building relationships with students, and continuously improving their practice. What becomes discouraging is when one isolated issue leads to a universal policy that affects every teacher, including those who have consistently demonstrated professionalism. When organizations respond to individual performance issues by adding new forms, mandatory meetings, additional documentation, or rigid procedures for everyone, they often create unintended consequences. High performing educators lose valuable planning time. Innovation slows. Professional trust begins to erode. Eventually, some of the very people schools depend on most begin asking whether their expertise is truly valued. Educational leaders face a difficult challenge. They must maintain accountability while also protecting morale and retaining great teachers. Fortunately, those goals can exist together. Here are 5 practical leadership strategies. First, address performance concerns individually whenever possible. Coaching conversations, targeted feedback, and clear expectations are almost always more effective than creating a policy that affects an entire faculty. Second, collect evidence before creating a new procedure. Ask yourself whether the issue represents a widespread pattern or an isolated incident. Good systems solve recurring problems. They should not be designed around rare exceptions. Third, preserve professional autonomy. Give teachers flexibility whenever possible. High-performing educators thrive when they have clear expectations paired with the freedom to determine the best path for their students. Fourth, seek teacher input before implementing major changes. The people doing the work every day often identify unintended consequences before they happen. Listening builds trust and frequently leads to stronger solutions. Fifth, regularly evaluate whether existing policies are still serving their intended purpose. Every new requirement adds time, energy, and cognitive load. If a procedure is no longer improving student outcomes or organizational effectiveness, consider simplifying or removing it. Strong leadership is not measured by the number of policies that exist. It is measured by the quality of decisions leaders make. The best leaders know when structure is needed and when trust is the better strategy. Teachers want accountability. They want consistency. They want colleagues who contribute positively to the school community. But they also want leadership that recognizes individual professionalism instead of assuming everyone requires the same level of oversight. Imagine what schools could accomplish if teacher time spent completing unnecessary tasks was redirected toward planning, engaging lessons, collaborating with colleagues, supporting students, or communicating with families. That is where meaningful improvement happens. The next time a new policy is being considered, ask one important question. Are we solving a system wide problem or are we responding to the reactions of one individual? The answer to that question may determine whether the policy strengthens your culture or slowly weakens it. The strongest schools balance accountability with trust. When leaders hold individuals accountable while respecting the professionalism of everyone else, both educators and students benefit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Creative Science. Have a great day.